Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mona and this is my channel, Evolve with Mona. So happy to have you join me tonight. So, I had some stuff on my mind. So Capricorn, let's see if this stuff that's been on my mind is for you. Now, first things first, to Belinda, who is watching, no, the ancestors are not mad at you. I'm splitting the deck. That is the truth, okay? Ace of Swords to the Ten of Swords. No malice, no ill intent. They're not mad. We were just waiting for the right vibration. And tonight, I heard just so clearly that we had some things to talk about. So let's see what comes up. If you are amongst one of the first people here and you stay till the end of the video, first 3 people will be on the honor system that step in and say hello. And if I see it, guys, because it goes by fast, feel free to ask one question. No follow-ups, one question. As I am splitting again, I'm getting the Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So I'm hearing love lockdown. I'm hearing holding back love. I'm hearing that. Hey, new Titan 888. Love the 888. Abundance. So glad to have you here with me tonight. All right. And Callie's Playmate. Love the mushroom. Are we activating tonight, Callie? All right, let's see what's going on here. In our power with love. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm supposed to split for you guys tonight. I keep trying to get into the reading, and the energy is of finding yourself. What are we finding? Let's see what we're finding. Chariot, King of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. What just fell out on top is the 9 of Pentacles. We are rebalancing our energy. That's the first thing that comes up here. So in this rebalance, and as you are dealing with this, it's funny. I feel like you've really made incredibly positive strides actually towards communicating, towards setting boundaries, towards self-love. We also have this energy here with the 9 of Pentacles of being, well, you've done it. You are self-sufficient. But I'm concerned, Cappies, because there's this satisfied look. Also, we're looking at this card here and talking about grounding and animal totems. It's really important that you pay attention to your animal totems and to, I'm hearing this Pocahontas kind of like painting with all the colors of the wind energy. I have a few subscribers out in Louisiana that I want to just send energy to. Anybody here listening, if you hear this, send them some energy. Wheel of Fortune. So let's talk about these changes that are coming in. The thing about it is you instituted a lot of these changes. Let me get some clarification here on what the story is. We don't have a story yet. I like it. I'm a story person. I kind of like for it to make sense. So let's get it to that point. Okay. Now we have a story. What are we moving away from? Okay. So for our relationship connections, we are moving away from what felt like treachery. You notice the fox sneaking up on the henhouse hare. So 7 of Swords, this very cerebral, purposeful kind of space that somebody here has been in regarding mind games. Okay, so somebody here has been in that state where perhaps mind games are being played, and I know that because we have the 2 of Pentacles. So this is a choice between 2 as we go back and forth. But it's not just that, it's the Hangman. And I hate this one here. And the reason that I hate it specifically in the way that it's shown up is because the energy of this is that somebody was stuck for a long time by the machinations of someone else. So that fox is representative of that sly, kind of slick kind of energy. And what they're saying here is that you or someone, you flip the story for whom it works for, was stuck because someone was being emotionally manipulative purposely. So let's see why they wanted to keep you stuck. Because the Wheel of Fortune, those cards came out over the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. Well, we know they didn't want you to go, so not going was one of the major things. And then the Daughter of Cups, because there was an offer or because there was a connection. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune? what came out, guys, is the sun. I'm not even going to pick it up. I promise you it's the sun. So they didn't want you to go. Excuse me. What I'm hearing is you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, okay? And then I'm hearing ain't no sunshine when she's gone. All right, y'all. Let's take a look and see. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only clouds when she's away. So that's what the manipulation was about. In case you were wondering, also there is an energy of someone wanting to communicate here with you with the Eight of Wands, wishing. Now this is very interesting because in this depiction it's essentially like Cupid shooting a bow and arrow. It's very specific to, this is love and relationship, just in case you were wondering. If I get anything regarding career, I will share it with you. I'm going to pull from a different deck just to see and see what we've got here going on. Clarify. The Queen of Wands, absolutely in her power. Now that came up earlier for us as well. One more. And the King of Wands. And now we have a pair. I do like pairs. I want to see what the story is here. Why? Ace of Pentacles. Stability regarding a passionate connection. That's what I love about the King and Queen of Wands. Stability regarding a passionate connection. Came out over the King of Cups. So as I was pulling earlier, y'all, this humidity where I am. As I was pulling earlier. Oh, Emily! Oh, it's beautiful, Emily. Right back at you, sweetie. So nice to like catch you in a live, girlfriend. All right, so this King of Cups here is about this loving emotion and connection. And I love this. And this, I always tell you guys, this card reminds me of a soulmate I had. And this warmth and energy looks, hi, Emily. I'm just absolutely delighted to share some energy with you. Emily, since you're amongst the first three, so it's technically actually right, you can ask me any question you want and I will answer that for you. All right, so you're getting back into a passionate connection, and this passionate connection is going to be stable. Oh my God. A stable, passionate connection. Guys, I think we've all kind of reconciled that we don't seem to get this. We get like instability and crazy time. Now, also, please understand that this is associated with, no coincidence I say this, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Those are our fire signs. So be on the lookout. So this is either something that's presenting in your chart or it's something that the partner that you will have. And even if none of you are fire signs, what you're absolutely walking into is a connection where you are in your power. You have learned some of your lessons in person you're dealing with. Now, what I'm a little bit attracted to here is this lion energy. And again, I told you this is associated with Aries, Leo, and Sag. But this is interesting because I'm hearing, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I don't want to be as literal as to say it's a Leo, but I am going to say that somebody's hungry and somebody's hunting. I like this. I like that energy. I think that in order for us to be engaged fully with our sacral chakra, in order for us to really be able to connect, we have to feel that. The hunted, the hunter, there is this duality, there is this dance, there is this magic that we all do. Again, all this bright Leo energy. This is powerful, Capricorn. The Sun card, again, here representing. What I also love about this, because I have such a piece as I'm reading for you, as I saw what you were stuck in and whatever the machinations and manipulations of the past were, this is the antithesis of the past. In that, when we're dealing with Leo energy and the Sun specifically, we're dealing with clarity. Something that's crystal clear, quite obvious, and easy to read and understand. There are no miscommunications. Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands has come out twice here. 8 and 8 is about infinity, abundance, and even flow. It's a beautiful connection, also indicative of partnership or wealth in a partnership. So the ability to build wealth within a partnership because maybe you're pushing each other to be the best, or you are extracting that from one another. But what I love about that with the Sun here is that means that the communication is mutual. With two eights here, we have two counterparts exactly. You see the replication? I've been getting a lot of 222s, so this is a lot of twin flame energy. This is a lot of coming into union with an appropriate partner, even if you don't ascribe or subscribe to the idea of twin flames. The idea of a good partner that is healthy for you is something we all subscribe to. So here's what I will say with the King and Queen of Wands here. The energy is replicated in the 8 of Wands. Okay, so we have all this fiery energy, healthy, good communication that is going back and forth. And that is the magic of this number. It feels good and it feels new. It feels fresh. Everything about this reading is so light, you know? I didn't know why they wanted me to come in for this, and they said, get in there and do this, but it just feels really good. So the energy of that also means that no games. I'm hearing Seriani. It's a reggae song. I don't want something play. Da 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 da. No games. Anyway, I listened to the lyrics of the song. Hey, Em. Okay, and how can I better imbue my true self into my professional life and wealth? How to abandon trauma. Resend that one more time, Emily, if you don't mind, or someone type anything. Just hit a button, Emily, and it will pop back up again. You don't have to retype the whole thing out. I want to take that in because it was multifaceted, the question. All right, Ten of Pentacles. My God. Mufasa, someone claim this reading. If you've been in a state of wanting to be, okay, got it. How do I abandon the trauma? That's a tall order question. Love from Atlanta. All right, I think I got you, baby. All right, this is my question. How is Monette? Aw, aw, Emily, you're such a sweetheart. Monette is wonderful. Monette is here, and I am so grateful for you for checking and reaching out to me when I was gone. You are our doll. And how can I better imbue my true self into my professional life and wealth? How to abandon the trauma? That's a tall order question. Yes, it is a tall order question, Emily, but I have tall order kind of answers. So we're going to interrupt our regularly scheduled programming here. If you'll hang on for me for about 5 more minutes, baby, I'm going to answer your question. And I'm going to answer it fully, okay? We'll give you a full 5-minute read. I adore you, sweetie. So let me see if I can get into that. But I want to finish up for my Cappies here. Priorities, right? We got to always, you know me. I'm an old teacher, Emily. So if you'll hold 1 second, my love, and I will get right to you. All right, so Capricorns, what I was seeing here was this magical energy of moving away from tumultuous energy. This is also for one of these Louisiana subscribers. You are going to be okay. One of them actually was on a boat, on a road, because that's the nature of life at times when we're dealing with these storms. And trust me, I relate. Dealing with these storms, someone is coming out of dealing with storms, and someone has really tapped into their manifesting power. What I like about this is this is very sexy energy for manifestation. When you are manifesting the easiest, what you are doing is just being ultimately confident that the thing is coming to you. And you do that by releasing the attachment to it. Now, we all can be obsessive. Lord knows I can too. With all my Virgo placements, it's kind of one of my gifts. What are we obsessing over? We are obsessing over this. This is Aquarian energy. This is wish fulfillment. So the way that I describe this card is essentially God has a kite in his lap and you're sitting on the floor pulling it down into yours. Best depicted in the Light Sierra Stirrup, which I have here. So I'm going to find it for you because I feel like you guys need to visually see how good you are at manifesting, but also kind of claiming what your blessing is. With the Aquarian energy, it means that we're eccentric. We're thinking outside of the box. We are not conforming to the rules of the individual. We are more concerned with the body, the humanity. It's that energy. Aquarius rules humanitarian efforts. Why am I having a hard time with that word? Humanitarian efforts, as well as everything that has to do with community. So this love that has been manifesting, or this new opportunity that's been manifesting, very much has to do with that. It's also about thinking outside of the box about manifesting something. And remember what I said about sexy manifestation? I have a video coming up here about that. The sexy manifestation is when you are looking back at what you have already done and you know that it is effortless to bring in anything that you want. We as humans love to masterate something. We love to go over a thing, right? Capricorns, and you guys like to be very sure about things and vet things and have everything be right. But the thing about it is that when, and that's a tough thing. It's a tall order for a fixed sign to step away from having a myopic focus on how to make a goal come about. And we know that the reason that Cappies are so great is because literally the mountain goat being your avatar, your symbol, it's about climbing what seems like impossible heights. I was watching a nature video recently and these goats were scaling a dam. And this dam, the incline's insane. I don't even think the greatest rock climber that has scaled Mount Everest would even attempt it. But these goats would find these little crevasses and they would put their hooves in there and they would just stand what seemed to be against gravity. That's the magic of Capricorn manifestation because you guys are willing to do the work. And what do they say? Hard work beats talent. When talent doesn't work, well, Cappies, you always beat even the talent, even if you are talented, because you push past your limitations into a work ethic that is so extreme. Now, that's the thing that we have to remove, and that's what's tough, right? You're used to working hard for something. So when I talk about sexy manifestation, you're like, what are you talking about? In order to manifest, you have to work and work and work at it. No, your working is your existing. Some of you guys are working on releasing the attachment to trying to make something come into fruition out of brute force. Now, again, we go back to those ghosts. What they are doing defies gravity. But that is because they are naturally imbued with a gift, a skill set, and an athleticism that no other animal is. And in having the thing that is their natural gifting, they are renowned over the world by veterinarians and various people that pay attention to zoologists and all of that stuff, our animal life and kingdom. They are special in this. No other animal can do this the way they do. And that's what they want you to understand about your manifestation. Look back at what you've already done. The reason they know they can do it, even if when they're little baby goats, is because they are watching someone who has done it and you've done it. So look back at yourself. Or it is instinctual and primal. Both things are true for you. So let's release the obsessive part of the manifestation, because when the star card comes here, wish fulfillment is not just something you're hoping for, it's something that is guaranteed. And it's guaranteed because you've already put in the work. Do you get the catch 22 here? You don't have to work to have it. You get it because you already earned it. And Capricorn, if that's not something you subscribe to, I don't know what is. Now, you know they love to play this game with me whenever I want to show you one of the cards that I think is imperative for you to see, and it's the last one in the deck. So I think tonight we're playing that game. Hopefully I find the card for you. If not, I'm going to move on so that I can answer Emily's question and wrap this reading up for you guys. But that's what they want you to know. Manifestation is coming easier. You are releasing your attachment to that. We also have deepening with your finances with the Ace of Pentacles here. I don't know a single Capricorn that doesn't want to hear that. Now, the thing that they say here, is my card not in here, guys? No. That would make me so sad. Wow, that's so funny. Well, guys, I guess I cannot find it. So what I will do is move on to the last two cards here and wrap up with a reading for the night. You know what's going to happen is it's going to pop up someplace when I'm not even looking for it. Isn't that how it always goes? All right. That's so funny. What fun game was that? All right, guys, let's finish up the reading for Capricorn. Thank you for your patience, guys. What's the outcome as we move forward into the next few days? Waiting for cooperation. Okay, so 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. Also, this is something about someone's channel or something of that nature too. So whenever we have the 3 of Pentacles, we're dealing with teaching, being seen, any of my influencers that are watching or anybody that's building something, a podcast, whatever. This is going to go very well for you. I want to see what you're waiting for. That's the only curiosity that I have here. What are we waiting for? 7 of Cups. Choices. Choices and 2 of Wands. Yeah, they're going back to the thing with the manifestation. You're beginning a new cycle, okay? And you're not, this is, there will not be, to answer your question regarding the relationship, there will not be backseas do-overs, and it's not just backseas and do-overs, but in this relationship, whatever you're manifesting, this wish fulfillment, this new thing, what they're saying is that there will be complete satisfaction. So there will be no need to have other choices. They gave me the 7 of Cups, and I was like, well, what are we choosing here? So there will be no need for other choices. I really love that for you. Also, regarding releasing what you're trying to pull in for yourself, guys, they're saying that it's going to be Some of you guys are worried about making the wrong decision. I think that's what that was about, and I was just trying to get that clear. Some of you guys are worried about making the wrong decision. They said the direction that your heart is going is the right direction. That is your GPS. And for those of you, because we have the Two of Pentacles that are back and forth, where is most of your attention at? And that's another way to understand what you're going to be pulling in for your manifestations. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted you to know this week, Capricorn. It's a heavy focus on manifestation. You're going to see the synchronicity of that pop up in all kinds of places throughout your life. You're going to hear this over and over. So if you saw this video, it's not a coincidence. And that's what your angels want you to know. Now, Emily. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Emily had a question, and she had a really good question, and it was a deep question. And if you're still here, Emily, I'm going to answer it. If not, you'll catch this on the playback. Let me see. How can I better imbue my true self into my professional life? All right, let's take a look at that. I'm going to clean up my cards here. How can Emily imbue herself into her true self? Backbone is coming to mind. Well, Emily, you're an empath. You know you're an empath, my love. And so what that means is that the great mission of every empath is to speak up for themselves, okay? And Emily, are you a Pisces? I don't recall your sign. Were you a Pisces or a Gemini? I know there's a duality to your energy. Pisces or a Gemini, if you're still here. Either way, I feel like it's a Gemini. I think it's a Gemini. All right, let's see here. It's one of the uncanny things that I do. Okay, what they're saying is study to show thyself approved, Emily. How do you better imbue yourself into your professional life? One of the things that's happening here for you, Emily, I don't know what's going on, but you've had to go, Gemini. Yeah, I thought it was Gemini. You have to go you have to go into yourself. You're healing from this, baby. You're healing from this. This was intense. And you retreated, hermit mode, okay? For a while, for some months, a few months. I'm actually hearing 7. So there was something that's been going on over the last 7 months. That's one of the things coming up here for you as well. And an energy that felt, hey, Jordan, so nice to see you. There's something that's been going on. Also, guys, if you pop in and you hear this, this is a personal reading for Emily, who is one of my day one subscribers, so loyal and so appreciated. But if you resonate with it, take it, because all readings are timeless and all is fluid. So someone here, and including Emily, this is what you were healing from, my love. So you asked, how do you imbue yourself into your professional life? One of the things is they're wanting you to do some deep, real healing. They're saying that whatever was going on in the personal life, though I'm not sure what that is, they're just pointing to this, was bleeding over into, they're now playing Leona Lewis, bleeding love, was bleeding over into the professional life. And while you were trying to make things happen, I'm going to clarify this. I feel like what got out of control? Ace of Swords, the truth. What's the truth? The truth. There's something going on in your life too, Emily, where you were stepping back into your power when you realized that maybe you were accepting too little or being emotionally manipulated, okay? That's one of the things too. I know that's not the answer to your question about how do you imbue into your professional life. They're talking about a high level of defensiveness, not feeling like you can succeed. With the 7 of Wands and crossed by the 6 of Wands reversed, Emily, it's like you on some level are blocking you are blocking opportunities, is what they're saying, because you don't believe in yourself. It's not so much about the opportunity being not offered to you. It is about you having some self-doubt, some self-esteem issues, and working through that. With the 5 of Cups, I really feel like whatever was going on in the relationship sector of your life took an effect on professional. And there has to be a rebalancing here, and there will be. 10 of Swords, clarify. I can't. M. All right, baby. All right, we've got the 10 of Swords twice here, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So whatever happened, affected you, and it's something that you've been replaying and replaying. This is what's been happening regarding whatever you feel like has happened different regarding your work life. Speaking up for yourself. Now, why did this happen? Whatever the personal issue was in the background happened in order to get you backbone. You said it. It is because they're showing me the stingray right now. It was in order to get you into a place where you're going to stand up for yourself. Something that was painful and something that really caused you to realize your worth. Again, the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Cups. Who was offering you too little, Emily? Someone was offering you too little, not giving enough, not doing enough, and it made you incredibly emotional, but you also got back in your power. Clarify how Emily gets back in her power regarding profession. Let those come out on their own. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, Emily, your emotional life and personal life is directly correlated to, and with community as well, or people around you that you love. It's not always just a lover, but it's definitely communicated. It's definitely what it's you. Love matters for you. You have to be in a good area with that in your heart, otherwise it does bleed over into other areas. And I'm hearing run rabbit run. I don't know what that means. Then I'm getting the devil as clarification here for you, Emily. Okay, so the devil is clarification. I'm going to get deeper into that. What are we obsessively focused on? Yeah, they want you to become obsessively focused with setting your boundaries, because people have been getting away with low vibrational energy with you. This has been affecting other areas of your life. Clarify her professional life. And you've been holding back. Like I said, there's a part of you that has been not in a state of real belief that you can manifest or have or be seen or taken seriously. Emily, we're going a little deep here, girl, so whoever else is listening, this is associated directly with familial pathology, and you're healing that. That's why this lesson has been so incredibly painful at this juncture in your life. That's why it has been so prominent. That's why you have not been able to look away from it. With the devil here, that's why there has been a bit of obsession about the thing. So whatever was going on, that's what's happening, and it's in order, because what they're showing me is a chiropractor. They said they're making adjustments. Also, they're showing me a doctor, and this is something very gruesome and barbaric that was done, and still maybe, I don't know, but if a leg was reset improperly, what the doctor would do was have to re-break it in order to set it properly so it wouldn't cause an abnormality as it healed, fused back together, and grew, so that you could have a gait that was proper. So what I'm saying to you, Emily, is that something that maybe had a bandage on it had to be rebroken. This is a personal and emotional relational connection. However, that affected how you've shown up regarding workplace situations. There was more to the question, and it was wealth. Guys, show me wealth for Emily. Wow. You couldn't ask for more. Ace of Pentacles right away. So what I see here is you actually working a way to accumulate that. But this is something that's coming for you slowly. Emily, this is a 10-year process for you in growing that. It doesn't mean that you couldn't hit it big or win the lottery or something of that nature. What it does mean is that you learn your best lessons as you progress in that way. Some of us do it quickly. They said you've been in a place of accumulation. They're also showing investments. They're also showing like day trading is one of the things I'm hearing. Now, I don't know if that's something that you've been lightly looking into, or they're suggesting that you do, but they're saying with the Hermit card here, you have this very Virgoian energy of being the student. And so in this time of healing and examining whatever that painful double 10 of swords was, and 10s are always representative of endings, one of the things that you have been doing is getting into a place of becoming the scholar, becoming the teacher, and that's also going to raise your stock, your vibration. I just heard the price went up regarding your professional life. So they're saying that they're causing you to have to kind of go inward and heal things and learn about building things, and learn about, I'm hearing reverse engineering. There's something that they want you to reverse engineer. I don't know what that means. And what was the rest of the question? How do you abandon the trauma? Guys, I promise you this question is for everybody that's ever popped on this channel. How do you abandon the trauma? Now, Emily, here's what's the hilarious part. Who wants to be a millionaire? I do. Would I be a millionaire if I knew how to abandon my own trauma, right? So I come on this channel and I parse through my trauma. Oh my God. Oh my God, my angels are so funny. I was getting everything together, getting ready to shuffle. My pinky hit the cards. It split it, and essentially it came to the 10 of Wands. How do we abandon the trauma? And what I heard was, let it go, let it go. Right, and that's so easy, and it's so cliche. What does that mean? And Emily, I think you just gave me a great idea for another video. let's examine how to abandon the trauma. I actually have a great book that my Ethel to my Lucy gave me, which talks about grief and the way that we process it. But I bet there's some nuggets in there about trauma as well, and that will be coming up. But let's talk about this. What they're saying is let it go. Another 10. So you had two tens of swords, and now we have the 10 of wands. So now we have a trifecta. We have the rule of three. And so Emily, so this is something that we talk about, just like you hear in a culture, like three strikes and you're out, whatever the case may be. What this means for you is that you will not be repeating this lesson, this very painful, arduous, tumultuous lesson again. That is over for you completely. How do you abandon the trauma? Seven of Cups, by understanding how many more opportunities you have, how many more options you have. In the past, what they're saying is you have been an option and you have felt not prioritized and not chosen, but now they are bringing to you, essentially, I'm hearing Capital One, what is in your wallet. I feel like people are going to be proposing and or, that's an interesting word. That's a trigger word for you, I just heard. I don't know what that means. People are going to be propositioning. That's a trigger word for somebody else here who has issues with workers of the night. People are going to be vying. That's the best word for your energy and your attention. And this is going to lead you right into stability, and you are the chooser. I love this. I didn't even feel this card behind here, but with the Four of Cups, what we're dealing with is a kind of petulant energy of like, I don't know if I want that cup. Now, sometimes I see this when we're dealing with people that are cheating or people that are stepping out on a relationship. They are dissatisfied with whomever their partner is, and they want to outsource or insource. But here's the deal with this. Next to the Four of Cups, until you get the right level of energy and you recalibrate in your professional life and also your love life. This is a love life situation here, Emily. They're saying that you get to be choosy. Also, this is just about other energies too, working together with people with the Three of Cups. These cards that I normally would see associated with a different thing feels very much to me like you're in the driver's seat, especially with the Ace of Pentacles coming out twice for clarification. How does Emily release the trauma? Three cards. Four of Pentacles. Well, they're giving commentary on what you're doing with the trauma. I don't know if they're going to give me the full answer. They said you're holding on very tightly to the trauma. They said that you replay it. They said that you caress the trauma. Now listen, Emily, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. I couldn't be here talking or teaching if I was not a caresser of my own trauma. I think we all are, because it is ours and it is our story. They said that you had become very attached. And this is a narcissistic empath dynamic. I don't know your story fully, Emily, but they're asking me to go this deep because I was supposed to stop a few minutes ago, and then they overrode me. They completely just given me all these downloads for you. So here we go. We were dealing with a narcissistic empath. Emily, you work so hard. Overachieving is what they said, because you were trying to, and people pleasing. We're doing overachieving and people pleasing. Ditto, ditto, girl. I see you. Because it's me. I have been there, and I have been there. The thing about this is that you had to start holding back your resources from this energy and start investing into yourself. And you are investing, and you started to chill out. You started to relax. You started to mellow. It's so funny. This plant, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's a marijuana plant. That's hilarious. So I feel like, and it's being like supported by a grid of crystals. The thing about it is not to tell you to go roll up a doobie. It is to say that there is this energy of letting go and releasing and relaxing. Clarify, how does she, that relaxation state that marijuana brings you into. Clarify the moon. They said that what they want you to do too is give yourself a little bit of leeway here, because you have been dealing with some depression. That has awesome. Remember I said there were things going on in your emotional life that are spilling out into other areas of your life, and people are making allowances for it. I don't feel like this is going to jeopardize anything for you or ruin anything for you. I think people are trying to understand where you're coming from, but you have to make sure that you understand that this is a part of your healing process as you release the trauma. Kind of acceptance. It's one of the stages of grief. And lastly, the Empress. You will fully get back into your power, Emily, but do you see what's happening here? This card very much is replicating what I think your angel said that you'd been doing, which is kind of looking back and caressing the trauma. You see the look back here? Now, when we look back at it, we girls know that can be sexy. That's a sexy moment. But this is not about sexy. This is about being in a state of longing and being in a state of slight regret is what I'm feeling here, because you had a different, I see disappointment here, okay? And I don't want you, I gotta go further. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like it. And it's not because I don't like it and it's anything with you. It's that it makes me sad because I feel your energy here. And oh, I'm so glad we got this next card. Now I can wrap this up. Part of your releasing the trauma is trying some new things, Emily. This is very much a trust fall energy. And you think, how would I trust fall when my heart's just been crushed? With double tens of swords, I can't imagine how much energy and strength it takes you to believe in yourself again, to believe in mankind again, to believe in humanity, to believe in love. But they're saying that you don't have a choice. With the major arcana cards of the Empress and the Fool, you are stepping back into a place of your power and you're slowly trying new things. The one of the words that comes up to mind for you is avant-garde. You have a very different style, Emily. You know, I've been to your channel and I've seen the work that you do, and it's always different and catchy and unique, and you're brilliant. You're wicked smart. And they said you're so smart that you know how to read the universe. And you are attached to the trauma, but they said you've already worked on a lot of the releasing. Here we have what I see as a replication of the flower of life. Okay, so we know all things spring from it. What it reminds me of is crop circle formation, but what I see is a vibrating energy. Do you see how the water looks like it is dancing? It looks like one of those fountains at the Bellagio. Taking a risk, Emily. That's the Fool, gambling, the Bellagio, Vegas, and not Viva Las Vegas in the mad punch drunk cocaine crystal methy kind of way, but Viva Las Vegas as in the wide eye, the first time I've been here, maybe my luck could change in this instant kind of way, believing in yourself again, that something magical can happen, almost wide-eyed like a kid, hopeful and optimistic instead of the jaded seedy. Both things are true about a new opportunity. There can be these pratfalls, these pitfalls, these great chasms that we could fall into and maybe never climb out of, but they're asking you to understand that if you've had two Ten of Swords, you've already had your greatest chasm. It is behind you. And now, as you work on releasing the trauma, you believe in the magic of the universe. You know, to believe in a crop circle may seem far-fetched, right? And many years ago, you, regarding aliens and all the rest of it, you would have maybe hear me say a different thing. But I believe in all the things because I've experienced many of the things. What I love about the crop circle and what I think that they're trying to line this up for you regarding releasing your trauma is there is an intelligence of the universe. The crop circle, if they were, let's say for hypothetical sake, they exist. It is truly a vibration. As a former musician, I know that music moves things, and we've studied Dr. Emoto's work regarding Masaru Emoto, I do believe, regarding how water vibrations and droplets are affected by the vibration or the inflection of a word. Let's saying love over it as we bless things, right? And we infuse crystals into things. Well, I do believe in this intelligence of the universe. And so for you to release your trauma, it is a natural intelligence. It's primal. It's something that it feels like a Herculean task, right? But it's not, because it's not that you're going to heave a thing off of you, but in little moments and layers and opportunities, it does fall away when you choose to say, I'm going to jump into something new. I'm not talking about a rebound relationship. I'm talking about the new opportunity. And I'm talking about the magic of something that comes from nothing. If we look at the flower of life, it folds in on itself over and over, and every kind of geometric shape we can identify within plant life all originates. The head of a sunflower pulls apart sunflower yellow, self-esteem, solar plexus, Emily. They're raising your vibration regarding your solar plexus. But that sunflower is this perfect intelligence the universe knows, and so do you. Your trauma was there to teach you, Emily, and because you are avant-garde, an artist and a creator, you have transmuted your trauma sometimes, but I feel like there's still a holdback on some of the things that you want to say. They said be more direct with yourself and with your expression. In your job, it will pay off in your career with manifesting wealth as you become the student. They're talking about Susie Orman and various people to check out for yourself, becoming your own financial guru. And then finally, within your new opportunities, within the release, within getting back to yourself, within raising your vibration, within getting back to a place where your self-esteem remembers you and you remember it, and you guys reconnect completely as you lean back into the ultimate divine wisdom of the universe, and you fall into your opportunity that you manifested, that you created from your trauma and your pain. Those lessons, they say, were not in vain, my love. And that was for the collective, not just for Emily. those lessons were not in vain. So good to share some energy with you tonight. I can't wait to see what happened in the replay, because when I channel, I don't even know what I was saying. So hopefully we can, hopefully that made sense, y'all. I love you so much. And Emily, I hope that answered your question, and do let me know. All of you guys have a good night. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.